Hey guys, Valerie here. I wanted to do a quick flip through of my planner because I've kind of changed it a little bit. So I still have my cards and whatnot here in the front with my ID, and I keep this thing here to cover all that because it's, private information. I don't want people seeing my bank card, my credit card, or my ID and all my address and all my information. I also still have this just for decoration, and I have some stickies here just in case I want to use them. The back is blank. I'm still using the same pen, my Precise V5. It's a Pilot Precise V5 pen. Okay, still have this, and this again is to basically cover the very front pages I have. This is something I just added. This was in my planner before, but I just moved it here because I switched out my dividers. So this is some Avery labels and some market dots that I use on my monthly calendar, and this I use on my notes pages to label them. So I just have that here. I added an inbox. I was thinking about this for quite a while and I wasn't quite sure, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I literally just added this today, so I just have a couple of pages here for inbox, and then I have my Franklin Covey intro page, and this has my phone number and address and all that information, which I just keep this here. And I added my blood type and allergies, my emergency contact, so that way just in case of emergency. I have this page here, the holidays and observances. This came with the Franklin Covey pages, and then it starts my monthlies. So these months have already passed, so I no longer have the dailies in between them. Okay, we're currently in May, so I don't have the index filled out or anything yet. And then we have the dailies here. Okay, so we're here. I'm still using these larger Post-its for my weekly goals or daily tasks, things that I want to do each day, but I don't really want to have to rewrite them every single day on here. So I just keep that, and this is my page finder, and this is what I'm using for all of my dividers. So actually I only have one divider in here. This is just like a cover, like a front cover or a dashboard cover. This is a page finder, and it's like a clear, I cut it out of a chopping mat from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack of 2, and they're large plastic, and I used to cut this and my other. I actually got 3 dividers out of that plus the page finder, but I'm only using 2 dividers, so 2 of the 3 that I cut out. Okay, so I have my dailies for May in here, and I'm still using my Post-it notes. You can see that I'm still using them because these are like reoccurring tasks, so I like to move them forward as needed. I have my June dailies in here as well, which before I was only able to fit 1 month of dailies. Now I'm able to fit the current month and the future month of dailies plus my entire year in the monthlies. For the July month, I put in my 2 of my old dividers that I had made out of laminating sheets. I just put the clear laminating sheets in the laminator without any paper between, and then I cut them down to size. So I did this because this typically fills up a lot with a bunch of Post-it notes, but I like to still be able to see my calendar. So as my month fills up with a bunch of post-it notes, if I still need to see the calendar, I can simply move the post-it notes out of the way. And then I can also flip it back and see on what date that post-it task needs to be done. And behind the 2020 monthlies, I have the rest of the future calendars that came with the this Franklin Covey set. So it's 2021, and I got all of the monthlies on 2 pages all the way through December 2021, and then they also give you is it a year on a page? Yeah, a year on a page for 2022 all the way through 2025. And I do actually still have something scheduled out that needs to be done out in that time frame. So after all of my calendar, this is this year through 2025, I have my first divider, and these are my trackers. I'm using these trackers for an entire year. I created these. They're 6 months on a side, and they're fold outs. So I have one daily tracker. This tracks my Bible, penmanship, personal care, and journaling. My next tracker is my exercise tracker, and I'm writing down my steps from my pedometer every single day. I've been forgetting to mark if I've taken my prenatal. Even though I already had the baby, I'm still taking the prenatals, but I have been pretty bad about it and haven't been doing it every day. So I actually got to go back and mark. I did it a couple days this week, and then I missed quite a few weeks. That was the last day I did it. So I'm highlighting what type of exercise I'm doing, and then also writing how many steps I get each day. And at the top, I write how many steps I got for the entire month, so that at the end of the year, I can add them all up and see if I meet my goal. So my monthly goal is 126,000, which I only met once, and I haven't been doing so great. But my annual goal is 1.5 million steps for the whole year, which isn't a lot. It's about 4,000 steps a day, which isn't a lot, but being a stay-at-home mom, I don't actually go out and walk a ton. So for me, getting 4,000 means I actually went out and took at least a walk around the neighborhood. This is my reading tracker, tracking the books of the Bible that I've read, any personal development books that I've read, and my personal entertainment books that I've read. And I like this because it shows me in calendar form how long it took me to read a specific book and on what days I actually read that book. As you can see, the Productivity Revolution, I finished this book at the end of January, but I didn't actually read it all 31 days. I only read it on the days where I marked a dot. So there was quite a few days in there where I didn't read it, but it took me about the whole month to finish it. Okay, this one is my chore tracker, and I'm using different highlighters to indicate what chores were completed on that specific day. There are very few days where pretty much no chores got done, either by me or the kids. But for the most part, we've actually been really consistent in getting the tidying done. Lastly, this annual fold out I bought from Franklin Covey, and I'm using this as a work tracker for my husband's fitness classes that he teaches. So this is what this is being used for, and I'm actually just starting to add my massages when I do them throughout the year, so that I can easily see how much money we've each made for the year. On the back of that tracker is another annual fold out. I wrote birthdays, anniversaries, and also those fun holidays like handwriting day, pistachio day, stuff like that. So that's just for fun, and also to remember birthdays and whatnot. Okay, my next my second tab, my first tab there was my trackers after my calendar. My second tab is all of my notes. So first I have the blank pages so that I can quickly take another note if needed. And then I have all of my stored notes, which are in alphabetical order. So I have my analytics, something for homeschool, my son's biology class, the books of the Bible that I'm reading, the books of the Bible that I'm copying or handwriting, my perpetual calendar, which has birthdays, anniversaries, tasks that need to be done at specific months or dates, like when we need to renew our tags, when I need to order the next year's curriculum, stuff like that. Then I have the books that I've read. So I have the annual tracker, but then this just lists them in order as I finish it, and I highlight with the same colors: pink for personal, green for the Bible, and purple for personal development, so that way I can easily count and see how many of each category I've read. So far I'm at 25 books for the year total. I was looking up how to make homemade dish soap. These are my 2020 goals that I just rewrote because when I took out my flour dividers, that ended up leaving with it because it was on the back of one of those dividers. My kids' health information, on here I write the date, when they go to the doctor, what it was for, how much their weight was, what if they're sick, what was wrong, what was the medicine, anything like that. So I just have that for each of them. And obviously, you know, that's personal information. Nobody needs to see that. That's just what I need to know about my kids. These are just some thoughts I'm having for homeschool for next year. As this school year is finishing out, I'm already starting to think about next year. This is my 2019 income. I'm writing in what I make from my YouTube videos, so my AdSense, any little amount I make from my Amazon when people click on links that I like refer them to for products that I used or linked in my YouTube videos, and also when I do a massage. So that's my income for the year. My kids' stats, like their height and weight when they were born, the time they were born, what their names mean, because they have biblical names. These are all Hebrew names. So like Malachi, messenger of God; Levi, attached; Abigail means joy of the Father. So I like to have those because I'm always forgetting what their names mean, and instead of having to remember off the top of my head, I can just go ahead and look through my planner real quick. My kids' wish lists, they're always coming to me with ideas, especially this one for what he wants for his birthday. This is their nightly chore rotation, so I know who has kitchen and who has bathroom on any given day. That's required daily. My husband's work schedule, which right now is thrown out the window. I have a honey-do list for him, which I just keep here so I can remember to remind him to do these things. Then we have, we took out a loan to remodel our kitchen, so we put together a loan payment plan to like knock off paying this off the fastest way possible. So we're not just paying the minimum every month, we're actually gonna pay like our own plan basically. Then these are some projects we wanted to do around the house. Some of them already accomplished, some of them already partially accomplished. Anything we've done to our vehicles, we have a Ford and a Suburban. These are some YouTube. So these are all alphabetical, in alphabetical order. You can see here I have Y, so Y is for YouTube. It's the only thing in this section. So I just have some notes on like some video ideas, and then I have like a calendar. And I did all right in April where I posted a few videos. May, sorry, so far in May, March, I'm going backwards. So far in May, you know, I haven't really posted anything, but anyways, I have this through to the end of the year. Then I have this large thing here. It was the back of 2 greeting cards that I glued together, so it'll be thick, and this is to take the abuse from the zipper, which you can see right there, it does. Then I have 2 of these card holders, and this one has library, movies, and a gift card, and then the one below that has a credit card, my bank card, and my BJ's membership card. And then behind that I have a zipper pouch which has coupons and my massage therapy license, a gift card, 2 gift cards. And then back here I have another of these. This is just a decorative card. And I have a receipt for our new washer and dryer that we just bought. And then in here I'm gonna keep any cash that I'm carrying. And right now I just have $1 in there. I actually need to put a couple quarters in there so when we go to Aldi I always have quarters. And that's basically the update. I didn't throw away the dividers. I put them here in the storage binder. So here was my broken daily page finder that I just cut down. I didn't want to throw it away because it's still useful. And then I have the dividers. So here you see I had here my 2020 goals, which was why I had to rewrite it because this couldn't come off. So there's the dividers. I had 5 dividers, now I only have 2. And I also took out a bunch of notes from my notes section. So this has saved me a lot of space as well. Let's see. So all of these pages were in my binder. So I took these out and I was able to, because these came out, I was able to put in another month of daily pages, which I like having in there. So here are my pages that are already written on. And then I have that 3rd divider that I created, marking where the next blank month is, so July. And then this divider is marking where the following month starts, so that way when I come in here to grab my July pages, I can quickly come to this page, this divider, feel for this divider, and then just grab all these pages instead of having to search through and find the last day of this month. And that is it. And I have to the end of the month. Behind it I have another zipper pouch from years and years, and I have all of my ultrasounds from my pregnancy with Abigail, and I have my massage therapy business cards and an extra hard cardboard to use as a backing, like a page lifter. And that is everything. That is my planner update. I'm going to be doing a plan with me this weekend, so if you're interested in seeing that, definitely come back. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.